Hey, what's up, y'all? Back again with another video. In this video, I'm going to talk about something that has been heavy on my heart for some time now, but really I just have to come out and talk about it. And this is especially directed to our black women, particularly the young black women. This is a warning to you. This is serious, okay? Sisters, please be safe around black men. Now, I'm not saying please, brothers, don't come in here talking about I'm slandering brothers, black men again. Don't. That's not what I'm doing. Um, I'm really concerned about our women because of what we've been seeing and hearing on the news and on social media. Okay, uh, in the coming years, sisters, you better watch your mouth and your attitude around black men, especially the young black males, because they're in a war. We're in a war. And really, their anger should not be directed towards us, but a good deal of it is. And you're going to become a casualty when you don't have to, okay? So you need to watch your attitude, what you say. Don't be rolling your eyes, nothing, okay? I'm telling you. All right, when these guys try to talk to you, let them down easy and keep it going. If they speak, say hi and keep it going, okay? Don't be messing with these men's feelings. The ones that you're dealing with, just don't. Because what we're seeing now with these our young black men killing our young black women like they are, it's going to get worse. Okay, so just to remind you of two cases. One recently is involving Young Thug's child's mother, who was allegedly murdered over a bowling ball at a bowling alley. Got into it, allegedly got into it with some guy. And he went outside and waited for her to come outside, and he took her life. He killed her. So, and then, the other case where this young man lured his child's mother, his baby mama, out at 11 p.m. and wanted her to bring the baby, knowing good and well what he was going to do. He shot that girl in the head, took her life, and then took that 2-day-old baby and threw it in the river. Now, what time in history of our as what time in our history as a people do we remember things like this happening back to back? It happened. Things close to this happened back then, but you could at least attribute it to severe mental health or something. But these killings, it's a different energy to them. They're more random. They're filled with much more hate and anger, and and they're just direct. I mean, he murdered two people, threw a 2-day-old baby in the river, whom, according to, I don't think they ever found that baby, because he didn't want to pay no child support. So the science is wicked out here, honey. Okay? The science is wicked. So this is specifically for the sisters. The brothers can listen in. You're welcome to come in. But I got to talk to my sisters today. So concerning me and my experiences with our brothers, my first experiences of our men's hostility was when I was 18 years old and living in Detroit at the time. And during this time, gangster rap was becoming very popular. All right. I recall walking down the street, minding my own business, and being called B's and H's by young men that I never even met. I remember men trying to talk to me, and me kind of like, I don't remember being disrespectful, but I probably wasn't the most polite. and turning them down and getting cursed out. Do you hear me? Cursed out. All right. So the hate and the hostility that we are experiencing today, it wasn't even that bad back then. I don't too much hear of women, young women being called B's and H's while young men in the car driving down the street today. But the hostility and hate is sitting in our faces, where they don't mind killing you for the slightest misunderstanding, infraction, or whatever. They just don't care. They do not care. And the funny thing about, especially when I was in Detroit, I got a lot of microaggressions and rudeness from older and elder black males for literally no reason. So it makes me wonder if the advent of gangster rap was the true beginning of the disrespect we now see directed at black American copper colored women. I think not. I think that this process, this has been uh, a process that's been happening for a long time. Okay, the gangster rappers, they just made the disrespect of our women public. I mean, they made it public for the whole world to see and to know how they really think about us. Okay, so this misogyny, disrespect, and rudeness. It's not limited to you can't blame that on rap music. Rap music just took it to the next level. All right, so about 25 years ago, I had a vision. And in this vision, I saw black men of all ages randomly murdering black women as soon as they saw us. I saw sisters trying to hide in bushes, etc., trying not to be seen by black men in order to save them and their loved ones or their friends' lives. And I kept seeing this vision, and I kind of feel like I kind of feel like that was more like prophecy, because it's not as a vision, exactly as the vision came to me. But I see that in what's happening today. I'm seeing it, okay? And also, I'm seeing and hearing more and more of our women and even young girls saying that they try to avoid brothers, especially when they see them in crowds. They try to move around and avoid them. So, it's just bad. It's real ugly. And I watch these videos on YouTube pretty often called Soft White Underbelly. You might want to look that up. And they interview a lot of prostitutes. And the black women who are prostitutes are being advised to avoid black male customers, especially the young ones. And some say they don't date them anyway. I mean, they speak of rape, beatings, all around rude treatment, all kinds of abuse. They talked about giving services and being refused pay. One young lady, bless her heart, she was a lady of the street. She had a young black man pull up, and she provided her services, and he refused to pay. She had her backpack was in the car. He kicked her out the car, and her backpack was still in the car. She was like, "At least give me my backpack." forget the money, give me my backpack. And so he started driving off, and she was holding on to the car. Do you know he drug her? He drug her until she couldn't hold on no more, and she bruised her legs terribly in the process. Wow. I've heard so many stories. I have a cousin that was in that life, and she told me some stories. I mean, she had some stories about a few here and there about other races of men, because of course they will kill you too, they will abuse you too, and they can be rude too. But she and she loved black men. She really do. She's not the type of woman that has any ill will towards brothers. But the stories she used to tell me about them and what they did to her, I'm like, oh my God. Oh my God. So these women they're not lying, and they're actually being advised to stay away, and they want to stay away from black men because of this extreme hatred towards them. All I can say is something very dark is going on, okay? Our men hate our women. They hate each other. Our men have been through a lot, I will admit. They have a lot of foul and negative energy directed towards them from just about every sector of society every day. This is enough to make any human being question their own worthiness. So I know our men have been through a lot that has damaged and continue to damage their sense of self-worth, their ego, self-esteem. I understand. And, I don't have to go through all of what's happening, because I think a lot of us already, mass incarceration, employment issues. It's just so many. It's just so much, okay? So, like I said, I don't want nobody to think that I'm slandering brothers. No, I'm not. I'm trying to warn sisters, because that's the energy that I got from I've been getting from the Most High, to tell you that, especially in the coming years, you better walk a tightrope around brothers, because you think that they just slaughtering you, they gonna really, really come out against you, okay? So, this anger and aggression and hate really is the result of somebody else's doing, okay? But the anger and the aggression and hate is not directed towards these people who are responsible for them being, and our people being the state that we're in. So they're taking their anger out on us, okay? So I was watching a lecture over 10 years ago. It was a lecture by Dr. Delbert Blair. If anybody knows about Delbert Blair, they know he's a metaphysician and he's an occultist. Now, I'm just quoting what he said, okay? Because it made a lot of sense to me. He came from a spiritual and a metaphysical approach to, he came from a metaphysical and spiritual approach to try to explain what was happening with our young men. So he was saying that the energy that has our young black males picking up guns and killing was supposed to happen. That energy was here by divine decree, okay? It was for them to be, to build them up to fight their real and true enemies, but nobody taught them and guided them. Nobody told them who they were supposed to be pointing the gun at. And I thought that was so deep. I thought that was so deep. He said they're pointing at us because we for the most part are the people that they see every day, and they're afraid. They don't have no leadership, and they don't have no guidance. Now, I'm not trying to excuse foul behavior, but it is what it is. Okay? All right. So, with so much self-hate, anger, confusion, no leadership to teach and guide them, who we expect them to turn the gun on us, of course. And that's what they're doing. So I want to reiterate, this is a warning to my sisters. You better be careful now. I'm feeling that a lot of other people finna get it too, but you wanna be as safe as possible. Step to the side, bite your tongue, bite your pride, sit on your pride or whatever, and let this phase. It's gonna run its course, but you don't have to be so many of the casualties of this war. Okay, so that's my message to you all tonight. I love you. Please like and share this video, and have a wonderful evening. Peace.